Hello and welcome once again to Age of Wonders 3, where my Frostling army is starting to look really good. It's starting to really pull things together now. So let's end the turn and see what happens with... Okay, I keep losing my crows. But we did find Nomlik's capital, which is kind of a big deal. And it's actually really not that far from us. Because if we attack from Winter Blossom, we go through one city there and straight up into the capital. So we just need to go with everybody at the same time, and hopefully things will go well. So we also unlocked the production of Yetis last turn, so we should be looking at maybe making an army of Yetis. Item has arrived, Julia's Raptor. And there you go. Terraform has been researched. Plague of Brigands. So we wanted to get Smokescreen because that's just amazing. They just keep making longbows. I'm fine with that. That place made an observatory which expanded its borders a little. And it will next make... It takes a long time for it to grow, so I'm going to make a storehouse to increase its population. Because if I was to make the border expand by 1, all that would do is absorb the Lich King's castle, and we don't really care about the Lich King's castle because it gives dead population. And not only that, we haven't explored it yet, so I think storehouse is the right call to make. Algarth? I think I'll do the same there. Icework Flow can do merchandise because I have no money left now. Right, there was some pesky little bastard elemental thing patrolling around, but it seems to have gone. Right, let's put a watchtower there. Nice. So let's look at Yetis. So we've got to build Artica's embassy first. Let's look at all my cities. So that's making an ice queen, that's fine. Storehouse, let's not do that. Let's put the merchandise back on. It grows in 9 turns, so... Nah. That's making a spire for the griffins. That's making lots of longbowmen to protect that side. There's an early warning. That's doing the builder's hall. And now this place is happy with its stone walls. So I can't actually make the Yeti place yet anyway, but I'll just queue it up. Attica's embassy. Okay. And we will also make from this place a... Actually, let's terraform first. Terraform... Oh, yeah, Poison Mastery. Cast that. Definitely need that. What was the other thing that got disjuncted? Corpse looting. 60 to cast it, so I can't do it. Not this turn, at least. Okay. So Frostlings here are really upset. They don't like things. They are unhappy with the fact that their production, the gold, the mana and population is just not looking well, and they don't like the volcanic, tropical, blighted, subterranean side of things. So they're really upset. But they are making money, and all the other things. So I don't know why it said minus. Maybe that's... Oh, right, because they're unhappy, that's how much the happiness affects that sort of stat. Okay, so this is... Get off. This is Fertile Plains Volcanic. all around them. Dense vegetation. Well, terraforming can turn that into barrens, which... what was it again? They're like barrens. So we need to make everything Arctic barrens. So we sow salt there, 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 everywhere. Everywhere that is a square that we can use will become barren. And let's really go to town on this actually. We can make our entire empire way happier by doing this. So everything can become barren. We've definitely got the mana to do this as well. So it will be all the things. Oh, these wetlands as well. I don't think anyone likes wetlands. I'll leave a couple. I'll leave that one tree. Maybe someone will appreciate it. So, fertile plains. We'll get rid of them. See, this is probably why this place is so happy, because it's all barren already. They just love it. Let's get rid of all of that. Didn't realise there was so much barren, fertile plains around Iceberg Flow as well either. So we'll get rid of all of that. I'll leave a few trees up, because otherwise everything just looks the same. Yes, I am weird like that. Definitely can make this place all barren as hell though, because this place is kind of strange anyway. So I think that's most of this. Oh god, I've actually used all of my mana doing this. Okay. So we'll close that. But that'll make my empire very pleased. And that'll definitely turn the tables on this thing as well. Okay. That's why you get terraforming. It's pretty good stuff. Just takes a lot of mana to do it. Like, that was 800 mana or something I spent, I think. Right, onwards to units. So units can go there, and wait there. These, they can head up as well. So I'm going into the Lich King place with Soki. After the performance she did in that tomb, she was just kicking ass with that Undead Slayer. Julia, you're also coming. Soki, start making your way to the castle of the Lich King. Necromancer woman. She is going to attack this. Let's show off that fire giant. Let's see what that can pull off. Big scary dude. So there, probably just going to move up and go on to guard because we've got melee units. So I can go to here with my White Witch and shoot them in the face. And move up one, shoot them in the face. And then smash them with the fire giant. And Shadowstalker can move up one, and the other Shadowstalker can move to there. Kill that off. Or not. And that can tie that up on the side of things. That Shadowstalker couldn't move anywhere else, so that is game. Turn over. Right, so that must be a slog infest between the two of them. That thing's going ham. That can go... Oops. That was a bit silly. Shadowstalker can... What's his XP like? Oh yeah, it'll level up from this. And that's them dead. Don't get any more gold because of the destruction of the corpse looting thing. Here we have some raptors and a charger. No problem. Heroes leveled up as well, I've just noticed that. Independents are moving. Come on, get moving. Oh, that's cool. I didn't expect them to expose themselves so much. Okay, so these guys are draconian, so fire it doesn't do much against them. So what happens if we attack? Still does a fucking lot of damage. God damn. I guess you can just go and finish that one off. The one Ray's dead. Good Ray's dead over there. Nah, it's not dying. So here I get a range penalty, so let's move up one. And the White Witches... What do they do? It's equal on both sides, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we'll move there with him, and Frozen Flames there. Making that extra bit of frost damage, and shoot the raptors. I do really like Draconians. Like, Frostlings have very quickly become my favourite race, but Draconians are still good. Finish them off. And I can't get round the back of there really, so I'll just attack in the face. And enter. Retaliate and kill. Victory. Ooh, can I just can't get to it. I just can't get to it. That's a damn shame. Okay. She's out of movement points, so she can just camp there now. Did she level up twice? Is that why it's come up twice? She did! Wow! I guess she was low level. Okay. Let's go with all that undead stuff. So control undead she's got from that item. Energy drain. Inflicts enfeebling fever. Ooh. I'll take that. Energy drain. Drain the energy from the target. 50% of the movement speed. Lesser animate undead. Only for undead units though. Siphon life. 8 and 8. And you are healed for 16. Oh wait, no. Target enemy unit is dealt damage. Friendly undead radiates around the target, you're healed for 16. That's quite interesting. She's only got 15 casting points. Ray's dead. Oh, they're going to come back as cadavers though. Her spells are Stiffen Limbs, Death Ray, and Corpus Furia. That's the Corpse Explosion one. That's just damage, and that's a sort of root almost. It's a heavy slow. Affects other things as well. Interesting. It's a good spell. Bane of the Good. Unholy Champions. Dark Gift. I don't really see any interesting spells. That's what I'm trying to get at. Desecrate's quite cool actually. Maybe I should just try and get us to do more damage, so that'd be a bit of range strength on her. 3 points left. Lifesteal. Yep. And blight protection, why not? Okay, crows. Can you snipe any cities? Okay, let's think this out a bit with the crow. So we can see up here, we would have to go to the right and up, where there isn't a city. So we know there's a cherub here, with 28 health. There's 7 and 2. My crow does a melee strike for 6, and it's got more health. Get him, crow. Probable defeat. Nah, it really isn't. Zoki can't get to the castle of the Lich King. Oh wait, I'm out of mana. Shit. Yeah, it costs mana to do spells as well. Fuck. Oh, not cool. Okay, I need to bait this thing into... yeah, look, I can't cast things. It always costs the same casting points and mana. So I can't do that. Their movement speed is there, so if I go to there, they can attack, which is good. So I'll go on to guard mode, and they can attack, but I also get first strike, which means I should in theory get 4 retaliations. Nice. And I get a strike of opportunity. I get 1 attack, but these do have first strike, so the best thing I can do is go onto defense again. They attack me and I get the first strike. So I am always got more resistances due to the fact I'm on guard and kill it outright. Yes! Tactics. First strike is pretty good. Okay, so they've got a city here where they've got that thing. So let's use the crow to like sort of clear the path, as it were. Okay, it's a good thing we did this. So if we were to assault Nomlik, I'm probably going to use the crow next fight. So they've got a trebuchet with that's elite. Damn, he's been getting a lot of fights. They've got a shrine of smiting. This thing's terrifying. Really don't like them. Draconian Exalted. Right, so all told, that's not as bad as it looks. It looks like there's loads of units, but they've got 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 3 there. So it's only 1 full squad in total, and I can assault them individually. Beacon of Faith. I'm not really bothered about that. Firestorm Pillar. Creates a pillar of fire which obliterates enemy units. Ah yeah, that's just the city defense. Okay. Right, crow. Back out a little bit. Yetis. What was I doing with the Yetis? I'll pack them in that watchtower. Well, I'll just quickly check over here. Yes, it was to join with them. Okay. Circuit's out movement points. She's heading towards the castle of the Lich King. Okay. That's going to be the trebuchet this time. Attacked the crows. Okay. They will win this one. Doesn't matter, I found out what I needed to find out. Which is what they have defending. Just waiting for everybody else to do their thing. And then Zoki will, hopefully, in this turn, kill off the Lich King, and maybe this as well. And we will end the video with our forces mustering at the top. The city of Maldora has produced a stone wall, which has made it go by 1, and the fact that it grew, I believe. Yep, it grew as well, so that's gone up by 2 in radius, which is nice. so if it grows again it'll be able to grab them haze berries and get even more production. It's got a fire node, it's got this dungeon, it's got all sorts of nice things. It'll eventually suck in the heart of the blight, which would be cool. I wonder if I can do anything with this builder. Not really. Items have arrived. We shall equip the items. And they can go to domain invasion. This place's domain isn't very big because it cuts off there at the border. It must mean this phoenix. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, enemy in domain. So every time they just park at the side of there, my happiness goes down. Quite annoying. Maldora has grown. Yes, we know about that. The elves are always producing. Finally got that Griffin Spire, and we got an Ice Queen. And this was for Julia, I think. Also, all those spades, you can see they have now disappeared and dug up all the things. So if we click on our cities, they like terrain, and that'll clear out that horrid production very soon as well. So they're really happy. They're very happy. I need to find a way to become good again, because that's, I think, what's messing up my base modifiers. And this place that was really pissed off is still pissed off, but maybe not as much. It doesn't matter though, I've got a plan for them. It involves this place. No, it doesn't. Shit. It involves... What's the nearest city to that place? That's a Frostling city. That actually has an ice castle. They're both elven, that's Tigran. That's across the sea. Monzan doesn't have the frost castle, so Icewick Fleur is actually the closest, which really sucks. So it'll have to be Icewick Fleur that does this. Which is to make an ice queen. Monzan's production can be... You know what? I'm thinking I might have to go and get that ice castle, so I can actually make frost queens here. Ice queens. Frost castle, ice queen. No special buildings in here other than this. Which... How do I hire mercenaries exactly? Do I have to build a building for them? I'm not entirely certain, but we need the frost castle. Belfime. This place was to be my production yard for Griffin Riders. Oh god, camera's going mad again. And I will get the Magic Academy as well, so if I want to make some Storm Sisters, so that I don't fully rely on Frost, I can get that bonus as well. Halls, you're going to be on merchandise, because I'm out of money, and then we are looking at this sort of thing over here. I'll come back to you, because I have work to do with Zuki. Okay, let's not recharged in one turn, but we're heading in that direction anyway. And we'll pick up the haste berries. Okay. I've got 2 frost wyverns. Last time I fought frost wyverns, they actually proved to be annoying. But there was a dragon on the field at the same time. Fire wyvern. And that'll free up the casting point thing, but I have to do a cataclysm. Let's skip on that and go for the Lich King instead. Ooh. Library of the Dark Arts. Monster units summoned within the city's domain and produced monster and infantry units of Fire Strike. Well, that's annoying because the only summonable creatures I can do are crows and monster in infantry. Is a Yeti a monster? Ooh, yeah, it is. Well, that's a shame. That territory won't expand over that far. Oh well. Let's see what lies within. Closely matched. Holy shit. Dread Reapers, 2 of them level tier 4. A Deathbringer, 2 Lost Souls are not a problem, and a Banshee. Holy shit balls. I think I'm good. I'm good. We're doing it. Wow. Undying Army. The Undying ability on all units. They're terrifying. Okay, let's read this properly. Undying units return to life after 3 turns with 35% of their maximum health. All Undying units also have Resurgence, which is Lost Souls. So they insta-res. Ah, dear God. Dread Reaper does frost damage, which I am immune to. Spirit damage, which I might have some resistances to. Melee strike is all blight damage, which I probably have some resistances to as well. They're fearsome, so I get a spirit-based attack on me every time they attack. Energy terrain to lose my movement speed. I'm dying from the spell that's being cast. Void Implosion. Upon destruction, it implodes in a black void in frost blight and spirit damage, leaving no corpse behind. So, cannot regenerate. Undead. Monster. Incorporeal pass while flying. Fire weakness. Spirit weakness. Physical protection. Blight protection. Frost protection. So I want to be using fire and spirit attacks when possible. Invoke Death. Oh god. That's horrific. Right, so I've got Frost Protection, Blight Protection, Physical Protection. What's giving me all this stuff? Do I have any? No, apparently not. Okay. Let's think this through a little. Let's look at our spells. We've got Rot. We've got Great Hail. They were weak against Fire and Spirit, so that Great Hail isn't going to do much good for us. Rot, however, is against Undead. It doesn't work on any of them. Why? Why? This is the most stupid spell. And why doesn't it work on them? Is it because they're incorporeal as well or something? I don't know. This spell has been never really useful. Just can't get it to work and gets done dead for some reason. Swap locations, moving target. We don't have smoke screen yet. Let's just test it. Great Hail. Yeah, just sod all. It's good against the Deathbringer, but not against the Dread Reapers. It would knock out the Lost Souls though. I think we do Great Hail just to knock out the Lost Souls and weaken the other things. That didn't actually kill them, but... Okay. They're weakened at least. The White Witches are going to back out here and cast Frozen Flames on Zoki. Give it that fire damage. I think this is the point where we're going to actually end up sacrificing our Royal Guard. Not that I want to sacrifice them, but... I hope they don't have AoE. And the Succubus can stay there and throw a curse. All these things that can't be affected. Okay then. Oops. Misclick. It's so easy to think that right click will deselect things for some reason. Let's leave it there. See what they do. Ah! Someone got hit by it. The White Witches, I believe, have now got the spare. Are you going to do Inflict Doom on me? Invoke Death? Just outright killed the White Witches. Fucking hell. Haha! Lucky! Okay. I think it might be time for an Ice Nova. I can actually freeze the Deathbringer. It's the Dreadwood Reapers that I'm worried about. Everything else is... See, why don't I have some ghoulish White Witches now? Is that not a thing? Okay, so I need to kill the fuck out of these things. So the Succubus can come around the back of this thing. It does retaliate for some reason. Can I just use it? No. My god, the defences on that thing are disgusting. She does quite nice damage to it, but the positioning's all wrong. I think we Warcry, select Assassination Strike, and just kill this motherfucker. What does a normal attack do? Enough. So that's dead. But it comes back in 2 turns. God damn. Can the Shadow Stalker get round there? It can get to there, but it takes an attack, which is not good. God, this is going to be a hard fight. Okay, the Ice Queen's been freed up. Okay, so we can get the Ice Queen to... God, these pillars are actually really in the way. They're engaged with them. If I attack with the Succubus, I don't take that much damage back, but it's enough for me to not want to really deal with it, but it would make them turn around. I'm panicked, so I can't do multiple attacks. Flanking polearm, +1. She's acted. So, but I can now get the Shadow Stalker and everything around this side. So I can 4, 6, 5, 8 twice. About the same, really. So if I get the Ice Queen to go there, I get the exposure bonus, and then it does more damage. And then attack it. Okay, so that thing's cornered. And panicked is attempts to run from its enemies or flee the battlefield. Okay, it's going to flee the battlefield next turn. It's going to run out there because that's the exit right there. Okay, so I could actually kill this thing now, but I don't want to. The last thing I need is for all the shit to come back again at the same time. And I can't do any spells. That's a heavy retaliation. Is it... why have I got Spirit Weakness thing as well? Because of Despair. So the only thing that's safe to attack for these guys is this. So let's... that fumble. Well, seems like the Lich King is terrifying. So they're going to run away, they're going to get to safety at least. I need to run away. I need to save what I can. That was scary. I lost the White Witch, which I think was my super champion one. Yeah, it was. They actually leveled up, so I think that might even be stronger next time I go in there. I need to build an army with a specific goal in mind for killing undead, with lots of spirit-based attacks, preferably from range. Well, they are going to camp right there. Okay, so the bonuses for getting the Lich King Castle is obviously they're going to have mega good loot inside. I'm not too bothered about getting the production values, I just want the loot and the XP and just the challenge of it. So I'm going to delay the challenge of it for the foreseeable future. We need a fire-based army with spirit attacks. So the best thing we can do is conquer a Draconian and build a Draconian army to go and kick its ass. Okay, Zoke is dead. Bad times for my empire. Julia, you can keep on moving up here as well. And that is going to be the end of this turn. So although we have made considerable advances on certain fronts, not brilliant on all fronts. Far from it, because losing your leader sucks. So next turn we're going to continue building our forces up. Eventually Zoki will resurrect and we'll have a new army for her, and we will focus on killing Nomlik first. So thanks for watching and see you later.